You ran with the crowd too. But you should never have run again, you knew this. Yet you couldn't stop yourself. Because stopping was dangerous. At least that's what your mind was telling you. And that moment came. I just need to not be last. The moment that thought entered your mind, the real trap was already set. Not from outside, from within. Some people never run with the crowd. They stop, they look, and they see the truth. This is the story of a rabbit who stopped at exactly that moment. Stay until the end, because what the rabbit saw in that moment will reveal a truth you never expected. Be ready for it. There were 4 animals moving through a narrow valley in the forest. These animals already knew each other well. The rabbit, the fox, the crow, and the deer. Moving along the same path in the same direction. Being together felt like safety to them. At least, that's how it seemed. But they were not all the same. Each had a different character. The crow always walked a little ahead, not to show off, but he didn't want to fall behind either. Being one step ahead felt like being safe to him. It always had. That was his instinct. The fox was quiet, but this quiet wasn't innocence. He was calculating, as always. Who was slowing down, who was weak, who was drifting from the group. He kept this information inside for now, but the things he kept always found a time and place to be used. The deer just kept going, without thinking, without questioning. Being together meant safety to the deer, or so he thought. The rabbit saw all of them, but no one saw the rabbit. The rabbit had stood in front of the wolf once before. She already knew what the wrong answer cost. And this was far more important than she realized.
Then the wolf stepped out from the shadows suddenly. He had come silently from within the forest, as if he had known they would pass through there. All 4 froze. The rabbit's legs trembled. A voice inside her said, "I think this is my end." But the wolf didn't attack. He just walked slowly forward, calm and confident, taking on an almost amused expression the moment he saw the fear on their faces. "Relax," said the wolf. "I didn't come to hunt today." All 4 looked at each other. The fox with suspicion, the crow with curiosity, the deer with fear. The wolf slowly continued. "Just a small game. At sunset, the one at the very back will be mine." And the wolf stepped aside. He waited. His eyes were on them. The expression on his face never changed. Now all he had to do was wait. In that moment, everything changed, all at once, right after the wolf's words. The crow took the first step. Then the fox noticed and sped up. The deer plunged forward in panic. And that thought, that single thought, spread like fire through all of them. I just need to not be last. I need to be faster than everyone. The calm walk turned into fast steps. Fast steps turned into running. Running turned into chaos and panic. "Move! Let me through! Don't push me!" But the wolf hadn't taken a single step. He just watched. Because the trap wasn't physical, it was psychological. The real enemy wasn't outside, it was within themselves. A force fed by fear completely taking over their minds. The fox hesitated for a moment, then decided. Survival came before friendship. The fox turned and pushed the deer back. "I'm sorry, but it's you or me." The rabbit watched them, and something stirred inside her. Should I do the same? Should I push too? No. But what if I'm the last one? For the crow, there was no conscience, only calculation. And the calculation was clear. The crow calculated in his mind who was weakest, chose, and moved past. The rabbit was running as fast as she could. Her breath was gone, but she couldn't stop, because stopping meant being last. At least, that's what her mind was telling her. A little more. Just don't be last. Just keep running. Hours passed. The sun sank lower and lower, and then the rabbit ran into something.
not a rock, the old turtle. Sitting at the edge of the path, completely still, as if the chaos around him didn't exist at all. "Why are you running?" the turtle asked. The rabbit stopped, for the first time. Her legs were trembling. "The wolf, the one at the back." "Look," said the turtle quietly. The rabbit turned. The wolf was still in the same place. He hadn't taken a single step. But the others, the fox had fallen. The crow was trembling in a corner. The deer was exhausted, alone, defeated. "I didn't defeat you," said the turtle. "You defeated yourselves. You did this to yourselves." Something inside the rabbit went cold. The wolf took one step forward. He didn't even need to choose. In front of him lay 4 animals already broken, divided, and destroyed by their own fear. And as the rabbit lay on the ground, as the last light faded, she finally understood. The real trap was never the wolf. The real trap was that one thought: "I just need to not be last." The moment that thought entered her mind, the wolf's work was already done. In life, sometimes the enemy doesn't attack you directly. They don't need to. He just plants an idea in your mind. You are not safe unless you are ahead of others and you start running, comparing, competing, pushing others down. You never realized the real trap was never outside. It was inside. It was always inside. You realize this now. Maybe your thinking has changed. So what about tomorrow? When the same wolf comes, the same game, the same voice, the same thought, what will you do? Maybe you once ran with the crowd without knowing where you were going. Or maybe you stopped just in time and saw the trap for what it was. Have you ever lived a moment like this? Write it in the comments. And in the next story, you will meet someone who wanted everything immediately and discovered that time gives nothing to those who rush.